Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Chris Larkin. His is Tubb Farmer. This is episode 8 of Lone Oak. At this moment, if you haven't grabbed your popcorn or your Pringles or your American Reese's Pieces, now is the time to do so, because this shit's going to get good. How are we doing, Tubbs?
I'm doing well.
Oh, well, not good no more, no?
Yeah, well enough.
Okay, guys, like I said, welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris. His is Tubb Farmer. This is episode 8 of Lone Oak. Where you left off the other night is I was just finishing off this contract. This contract is now finished, but I'm not going to complete it just yet until I get this bonus. Hopefully, we're going to get one. Also, as we know, I'm going down the route of cows and stuff, okay? So, we will talk a little bit more about what we're going to be doing later on, but for now I'm just going to give you a quick bullet point. As you know, I have 2 tractors already bought, my Ford and my New Holland TM series, the 155, down the route of class. Okay, so eventually I will be selling these tractors and getting the class tractor in. So with that being said, let's get the farming. Tubbs, what are you doing on your farm, brother?
Trying to figure out why I don't have any sound. Now I do. Alright, good. I'm cultivating field 16, and then I'm going to be planting it shortly.
Oh. Tubbs. Just so you know, it's after happening again.
What is it?
It is not letting me take my bonus off this field. Okay. So when I try to do it myself, it tells me that I don't own the field, or the vehicle is only for contract only, and if I'll send a worker on, it says field not owned. The very same things will happen with my potatoes.
Then that says that you cannot start a contract and save it and then come back to it, apparently.
Yeah, you have to finish the contracts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well look, I don't mind. I have a small bit left in my in the tractor here from it, so I'll just take this, go sell it. Actually, no, I can't sell it till I store it first because it's not going to read it. And then I can just finish the contract. It's alright. Look at. So we know in future, guys. Whatever happened with this update that we got, it's really after messing things up. So from now on, if you're doing a contract and you're going to finish up, and until the next night you're still doing the same contract, you have to finish the contract first, or you're going to lose your bonus. Okay, well I guess that's good to know, I suppose.
Anyway, I'm gonna finish cultivating 16, and I think I'm gonna go with probably wheat in this go around, so that I can start working on the animal end of it. I gotta figure out where I'm gonna put my animals first, I guess, but that's what I'm gonna be working on.
I was just looking at my farm the other night there, and I don't think I'll have enough room on my plot of land here to stick anything more than maybe either a cow pen or a sheep pen. After that, I'll have to go looking for another field to do it. So, and yeah, let's get this at the storage. So. Yeah, so that is a bummer now, that is.
It happens.
No, it only happens to me. Oh. Anyway, let's get to an important thing. What do you think of the Class DLC?
I like it. I know the slot count's high, but in my opinion, it's no different from the high slot count from the John Deere. We've learned to live with that and work around it. But other than that, I really love it. There's a couple of implements in there, especially that one wheel loader, the smaller one.
The Siren, is it Siren?
I can't remember the name of it, but I love it.
Yeah, I think it's the same Sinus.
Sinus, I love it. It is
Siren. Siren gas.
yeah, it's perfect for when I do bales and
Right.
manually and stuff like that. So it works great for me. So no, I don't have a problem with it. I like it. I like everything about it. I tested every piece of equipment today, and other than I won't be using the trailers because they're specifically for either silage or hay or grass or whatever. I think that's kind of a waste for me, because the trailers that I use that are my go-to, I can haul anything in those, and I can use them for if I want to do corn silage or whatever. So
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Okay, so when I got it first and started looking at it, yeah, there was a slot counts got to me. I was like, oh my god! I mean, like 50 slots for a forage harvester. I was like, but then as I got played there today, yeah, I'm in the same boat. I really do like the Class DLC. It is well worth the money that people paid for it, you know. Now, in saying that, I probably will not be using that wheel loader that we got as the bonus part of it.
the camouflage one.
Yeah, I probably won't be using that one. But I think other than that, I probably will use most of the equipment, especially the one piece of equipment I cannot believe we got, and that was a 10-meter grass mower.
Yeah.
I mean, that yoke will be used a lot now.
Yep, I like it.
So, with that being all said, guys, let's get this farm. I'm pretty disappointed about the contract situation on this. That you now have to finish the contract before you save and leave, or you're going to lose the bonus. Which is a bummer, but it is what it is. Also, Tubbs, as we both know, RDC is that they're coming back again from testing.
Mm-hmm.
So I know we kind of touched on what we think is the problem with that glitch, but I think we both kind of agreed that it mightn't be a glitch anymore. It's more of what's in the PDA. Is it the PDA?
Yeah, it's in the filters in the PDA. Because because they don't have it set up to take on the 2 pages for the extra crops. And so when you first start the game, it works perfectly fine. But if you come back, save it, or even if you were to not save and get out of it and just start another game the same way, then the glitch will be in that PDA and the filters, and it messes up your growth and what's the other one called? Your growth and soil composition.
Yeah. So go ahead, don't hold me on this, guys, because we haven't tested. We will test what we're speaking about. But if you feel like you want to go and play the game, work away. Just don't save it unless you're sure that's how you want to go down. Just because like, it could be a glitch and it mightn't be the PDF, but we just think it is now. So.
Well, the bad
But
part
we,
is it passes it on to your currently saved maps.
yes, that's the bad
So
part of it.
that's why I think I think it's still kind of glitchy because somehow or another it just meshes with your other maps and screws up the whole thing. So it's not worth messing with. Which is sad because some of the secondary crops that they put in there are actually pretty cool. But yeah, it's just like anything else. It is what it is. If it's the only map you got in there and you want to play it and you don't have any other saved maps and you don't care, play it.
Yep, exactly. I'm trying to find a decent contract that's not going to take forever, but I think all of them are going to take forever because how big the fields are.
Yeah, some of them do. But I'm fixing to be in a situation where it ain't gonna matter because my crops are fixing to be planted and ready to go.
Yeah. Same.
And it's just now 8:35 game time in the morning.
Let me see. In fact, what I'll do is I will go cut some grass. I will get my grass done.
Okay. So that's that for the plowing. Now to think about what. Yeah, I already said wheat, so no worries. I'll just do some wheat.
Right, so I am now going to do what I call organic baling. Yeah, the grass has only been fertilized once because of the last harvest on it, so this time it hasn't been harvested, it hasn't been fertilized or anything like that, so I'm going to split these ones into grass and hay bales, and then that'll be my bales done for a bit.
This part in between here. Yeah, I was gonna look at the difference between price-wise. Well, we can't afford it right now, but don't hurt to look. How much is my 137 plus 34 and yep, no, I can't afford it. The Tucano is 348. Nope.
You're thinking of buying cloths already?
I'm thinking about it, but I can't afford it, so I ain't buying it.
Well, you can always take out a loan.
I already got a big loan, thank you very much.
Go ahead, do it. Well, we don't mind.
Bet you don't.
We won't hold that against you.
But you wouldn't.
No. In
Not
fact, I
one.
will
Not
applaud.
one bit.
I would applaud you.
Nah. No more loans. I ain't even got enough money to pay back what I got going on now.
Yeah, well, that's the
enough.
joys of playing on start from scratch.
Yeah, I just got enough for my operating capital right now. In fact, that's why I got to go get some more money from contracts.
Yeah, so my potatoes are up and my corn is up. It's like someone actually drove through my crops.
I wonder who did that.
I didn't, because we have crop destruction on, so it wasn't me yet.
You have it on?
Well, like I thought it wasn't on, but like there's yeah, crop destruction is on. Okay.
Well, it can't be me.
It's like someone done a big snake right through my corn.
Wonder who that might have been.
Leprechauns.
You know, one time I was farming with this guy, and we were farming together, and I found one field with a big old snake through the middle of it on
I'll tell
countryside.
you, it's the leprechauns. You can't trust them, man. Yeah, you cannot trust them.
Yeah, I do say it is a leprechaun.
Like, you can't trust them. Like, if they're not destroying your crops, they're robbing your Pringles.
Yeah, or stealing your Reese's Pieces.
Or you're stealing your Reese's Pieces. They sure do like those Reese's Pieces.
It's the peanut butter in them. I know it. It's good for protein, working out, from what I hear.
Yeah, I heard that myself a few times.
I bet you did.
But don't believe the hype.
It's a hype.
I mean, it's the very same as drinking water supposed to lose weight.
Yeah, right. No, the way to lose weight is quit eating.
Well, you lose it then, alright.
Yeah. It's a good general rule of thumb. Or don't eat as much, actually, portion control. Good exercise.
You know, that's probably the most dangerous word in the world. Exercise.
For something.
Man, you can get shot for that shit.
Only in Ireland.
No, in Ireland they'll rob your running shoes.
They'll take your running shoes. I think I need to buy some more land soon. I've got 2 crops off of this, and I'm not getting anywhere really.
Yeah, I like I said in the episode last episode, the episode before that, about I'm planning on selling these 3 fields and buying field 6. But looking at it, if I was to connect all these fields together, I probably would have just as much land space as field 6. Like, I'm not losing anything in a swing, so in fact I probably would gain money, because I think one of these fields is roughly the same price as field 6. So
I haven't even looked at land prices yet. Oh yeah, they're high. More than I got. Ooh, tree.
Yeah, I think I probably will do my first crop as cotton.
I did cotton, but the cotton prices aren't, unless you got a lot of land, it ain't gonna make you very much. I made 14,000 off the cotton crop here. That was it. After I paid the lease.
Yeah, probably wouldn't be worth it if that's the case.
And this 16 is not a small field. It's about a medium-sized field. It only got 80 something percent.
Like I said, that's what happens when we're on start from scratch mode.
And normal economy.
Yeah, so it could be worse. It could be on hard economy.
Well, I've done that. It's really rough on hard economy. It takes a long time on hard to really get ahead.
Yeah.
On one map, I think I spent 3 or 4 weeks on it, playing it pretty regularly. Forgot how many hours I had in it before I was actually profitable enough to where I could actually move up in equipment and do some different stuff. But it was just the grind, because it was plant, harvest, fertilize,
Yeah,
lime.
over and over again.
Yeah, plant, fertilize, lime, harvest. Oh, it was rough. It took a lot of hours. But I kind of
know how that is.
Yeah, and I just wanted a challenge, and it was definitely that. You sure don't move up very quickly, but it is extremely repetitious.
Yeah. Speaking of challenges, I was telling you I sorted my bales off my crop yield challenge map, which is the Welker Farms for anyone who's listening. So I bought the whole map, cost me 17 million. 10 million for equipment. So I could do all the stages of getting the field ready, such as fertilizing, cultivating, ploughing, lime and stuff like that. Then I bought seeders to seed it, so I have all them, and then of course the first crop was cotton, so I got the 4 cotton harvesters, leased them, I bought them out. So the thing is, I could have done it by myself and I would have been still harvesting and stuff, so I decided so my test map is to see how much you would spend on workers, fertilizer, seed, lime, and stuff like that before you get one crop in and crop out. So that's what I done. So then I just kind of took over from the workers when they fucked up or messed up, and thought to put them back on track. So 47 hours it took me from buying the map, making them into one big field, to selling my crop. First one was cotton, like I said. So I had to pay back 27 million. That's what I had to pay back, because that's what I used to buy the machinery and the land. I got 176 bales off it. It's 924 acres in total. Welker Farms is when you make them into one field. And all I got was 176 bales off it. So, and like that there was 100% cultivated, well, fertilized, 100% lined, and everything else. So it was 100% ready to go. So it was also on the last stage of growth. So I hadn't. The only thing that was letting me down probably was the bale sell, the price of it. But I was 4,500 per litre, so it wasn't too shabby.
No, that's not bad.
176 bales, all I made in total. So after spending all that money, okay, so 27 million is what was spent total. That's what I had, right? And all I made back in revenue was 18 million.
18 million.
So if you're going to do what I just done, buy
Hey,
all
Larkin J,
welters,
how are you doing tonight? Thanks for
make it
joining
into
in on the
one,
channel.
field, and start trying to make money from cotton. To pay back the 27 million, you will need to have 2 harvests of cotton to pay that back. So, my estimate so far, yeah, it's 2 harvests is what you need. So my next challenge on the same map is now to do soybeans and see what yield we get off that.
Soybeans.
Yeah. So I'm going to go with the highest paid crops right down to the lowest paid. And for money spent in cultivating, fertilizing, liming, workers versus the end product, to see which crop, when you yield from the same field that has the same acreage and everything else, so there's no like there's going to be no differences. It's still going to be 924 acres, regardless. To see which crop will pay the most. And so I'm thinking, I could be wrong, but I'm thinking with 18 million from cotton, it's not the greatest either. I mean, soybeans could come out with better yield, sell for better price.
Yep.
And then of course potatoes and sugar beets are such a small crop, they might get a lot more than the 18 million.
It's
I just don't know
possible.
at this stage. You know? I know it's doubtful, but you never know. But yeah, there's some figures all the same, such as how much I spent on workers, how much I spent on fertilizer and seed so far, and it's crazy. Like everything's up in the 100,000s. Except for fuel.
That's good. I'm doing well, thank you for asking.
So the plan is to half this field, half for grass bales and half for hay bales. I already have silage bales back at the farm, so I'm okay for silage bales.
Yeah, it's not a bad plan.
Well, I'm not okay for silage bales, but I haven't got any cows yet, so I'm okay for silage bales.
Larkin J, make sure to hit the like button while you're there, fella. Appreciate you being here.
Oh, that we do.
Okay, so I am done with that. Alright. Alright, so what's the next plan? I guess I can start looking at, I need to refresh. Contract. How far is that crop along anyway? I'm in the last stage of growth there. 17 is ready to harvest. Let me harvest that if it's a contract. Let's see. 17, it's ready to harvest. I'm gonna take it on. Alright, so let's go do this contract. Make us a little extra money.
Always helps.
Yeah, I gotta make enough to. I gotta start buying some fields and stuff. Get out of this 2 fields here. I gotta upgrade some of this equipment. Alright. There we go. It's always nice when the contract's right here by your field. Or farm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, it's gonna take me a little while to do it with this little combine. It's alright.
Okay, my tractor to do the wash.
8,300 is what this pays. So hopefully we'll get a decent bonus off of this.
We probably will if we're fine that we finish it before we leave.
I'm hoping so. And I have to.
Yeah, I can't believe that now. That's a bummer.
I mean, I'd lease out another, but it would eat up my profits, so.
Right, oh no, hold on for a second, right? Even though it happened on this map, it didn't happen on the Walla map, Polish map.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
So, you,
so
it could be just a
on
glitch in this map. Yeah. Oh, totally.
So the only thing I can do just to make sure is to complete the contract on a map and then save it, leave it, come back into it and see, just to verify that.
Nope, this thing is not fertile. Oh, it is. It's 100% fertilized. So that it just needs plowing. Yeah. I should make a decent yield off of this then.
You're probably using your harvester, are you?
Yes. I'm using my harvester.
Yeah. I'll do my corn crop then. That's some other stage. I'll get this one done then first, this grass one.
Yeah, I just started harvesting fields, what is it, 17? Yeah, 17.
No, it's all good.
12 acres. And I've got a 7.6 meter header. Golly.
Ah, you haven't done in 10 minutes.
Negative. It's going to take me a little while. But I do like one thing. I noticed like on the big Kloss combine, it has 18,000 liter capacity, but only a 12.5 meter header.
Yeah.
So that was a little disappointing. You know, which let's see, what are the others? I think those are 14.
The biggest is 13.7 meters.
Yeah, nearly 14 is what I was thinking. Yeah, 13.7. And the Kloss is 12.3. So, yep. Quite the difference. Don't get me wrong though, it ain't no slouch, but the joys of harvesting canola. So if I were
A rich man. All day long I'll sit upon a bomb. If I was a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard.
Boo, I want my money back.
But I haven't got to the rapping yet.
Oh no. That done plugged my mic for that.
Oh, it's going into the holidays. It's Christmas rapping.
No rap for me.
No chicken burritos. Or not like that, no.
Chicken burritos?
Yeah,
What the heck?
A chicken wrap?
Oh, a wrap, yeah. A burrito is something different here. It's like a fully enclosed in a tortilla.
All day long I'll sit around. If I was a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work. Hey.
Yeah, I don't know why she does that.
And the cutting is done. Fresh grass for sale, guys. Fresh grass for sale. 16 euro an ounce.
So, look. This guy take over for a minute. And while he's doing that, let's look at what it would cost to lease. Just to lease 17,000. Yeah, no thanks. Let's see.
Right, what I want to do is, first of all, check and I will check and see my prices here first. Now then, going by the shop here. I want to see how much will I get for my moors all first, because I like that plasma 10 meter more. And I also want to check and see how much we'll get for my tractors if I sell them, because I want to.
Okay, there's someone up there.
Sell them eventually to go out and buy. Right, so for that big one I will get 36,000. Okay. Which really isn't too bad, I suppose. How much more if I get for the front mower? Repairs, I will get 16 for that one. And how much would I get for my Ford tractor?
Yes. It's a little bit larger than I thought it was going to be.
160,000 I would get for him. Alright.
Wow.
Well, how much was... See, that there was a large tractor though, so I would be out of money if I wanted to do it. Because I would be looking at 279,000 for a 325 horsepower Axion. Okay, so that's a no-go for a moment. What about my grass? There we go. So first one was 16. That's doable. Second one was 46. I got 32 back for the other one. Yeah, I could send my grass ones on. I will see what I'll get done next time round. Yeah, so I'm just pricing a few things at the moment there, Tubbs.
Yeah, I was looking at them a while ago. Might have to wait. I gotta buy land first. Then I'll move up equipment wise.
Well, you see, I know I could get an extra bit of money with it if I sold my 3 fields and bought field 6. Because it's not as I get I think it's 30,000 or 40,000 more left over after buying field 6 if I sold all 3 of them. So
Yep.
the
Which,
first thing is first, I need to go and lease out a baler anyway. So
300,000 for that one. 161 for that one. Hey, I could afford to buy 9, which is a grass field. What does 9 look like? Oop, wrong direction. 9, right here. Are you serious? You have to buy that? Well, ain't nothing. 47 would probably be a good one. Okay.
so let me see how I go into this. So I will
That's a decent one.
tether half and then I just roll everything and then we'll go from there, I suppose.
84. 45. 200, 200. Yeah, it's gonna be a little while even before I can buy land. I could buy a grass field, but I don't want to spend the money on it. It's okay. It's all okay. It's okay. It's okay.
What field are we looking for?
Nothing in particular. Just seeing if I could actually afford anything, and I cannot. So it
Yeah,
happens.
because yep, it does. And there's field 10 there. Field 10 is a fairly small field.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so now to tether half of this field and then
All right. Let's get back to harvesting. All right. Back up. Set it back down. There we go. Yeah, I might have to finish this contract before we get done. I don't want to lose the money.
nope. Right, so I'm thinking probably about 3, maybe 4 passes should be enough for my hay. Because I'm also thinking that maybe I might be able to force a few silage bells off it also.
Mm-hmm. Right. While he's doing that, kind of easy going here right now. I'm going to go get my copy.
Working 9 to 5, what a way to make a living.
Be right back.
Yes guys, so welcome and thank you very much for joining us. You're joining myself, Chris Larkin, and my farm buddy, Tubb Farmer. We're on Lowing Oak Farms. It's our episode 8. And so what I am doing at the moment is I have decided to start going on the animal route. So I'm going to get my bales, because everything has to be done manually. So there's no going to be no cheetah in from the buy all you can mod and stuff like that. So everything has to be done manually, such as bales and silage. So I'm going to have to start getting the bales in. So I've already got a few silage bales in. So now I'm going to plan on grass bales, hay bales, and I might be able to get a few more silage bales, I don't know. I've got corn, so I won't be able to do my straw bales for a bit. That's the thing, so I'm going to have to wait till my corn is harvested so I can grow wheat in there and get some straw for my straw bales. That's the plan. We will see how that goes. Also, what happened when we started is we have contracts that were we think it's a glitch in this map, but we're not 100% sure. That if you're doing a contract and you finish the contract before you accept complete, and there's the stuff on the field, normally when you actually harvest that you get a bonus. But for some reason on this map, when we do that and we save it and then leave, when we come back in, the contract is complete and the game takes it as a complete contract, so you can't take what's left off in the field, and so you get no bonus on it. So just make sure when you're doing contracts, before you save your game, to leave it and then expecting to come back in the next time we go on your game to finish your contract. That doesn't work that way, especially on this map. So when I've done this, that'll be it for here. I'll run down and get my windrower, and I will windrow this up. So like I said, half for hay, half for grass, and maybe 1 or 2 silage bales. Hey Julian, welcome to the channel. How are we doing this evening? Off to the farm, so I'll exchange it, and so we're going from the tether to the windrower. Then I'm going to have to come back and lease out a harvest the baler, so I'm going to go square bales this time. It's better than trying to find rolling bales.
Nah. I say
you're still going, but you thought you're on, and so I came over to say hi. I very much appreciate it. Also, guys, if anyone's watching, go check out Julian's page. It's Julian Haw, the FS19 consultant for console. He's on live at the moment. Go check him out.
Cool. Yeah, I'll be able to finish this contract before we get done. It just looked bigger than what I thought it was. I mean, it's a big field, but it's not that bad.
Also, you don't have. That is also true. You don't have to stop it. Exactly. Yeah, you can keep going using square bills. So that helps a lot. And welcome to the channel, Mr. Tim. As always, how are we doing? How are we, brother? And Howie says, where's the sport in that not chasing bales? Oh, trust me, from field 22 the other night when I was doing my round bales, which is I actually found a bale that was at the bottom of field 24 now. So it's no fun chasing bales all over half the country. I'm pretty sure there's one or two more down that field somewhere. And then of course, the leprechauns that were working with me forgot that we had crop destruction on and decided to drive through my cornfield, as you can see. And they decided to put a road through it. Yeah, excellent. Goddamn leprechauns. You can dress them up in green, but you can't take them anywhere.
I think that's actually an accurate statement.
Exactly, Julian. It is. It's ouch. It's not good at all. But anyway, so we get on with it.
Hey Howie, how are you? I'm doing really well. I'm gonna say I'm about 70%. But thanks for asking, I appreciate it. I can actually breathe out of one nostril now.
Well, take your finger out of the other one. It might be alright. No, don't leave it in there. You have to stop the leak somehow.
Oh my god. Something.
Like you can't have that brain sneaking away from you.
Nah. Hurts too much. Howie, did you have a chance to get on there and test out some of the cloth equipment today? And if you did, what do you think?
Yeah, guys, for everyone who's watching, don't forget to go and check out our community also. It's Superior FS Farming. It's for PS4 players. Mr. Tim Howie, he's a member over there. He's always active. We have 31 members. They're all very active with multiplayer games, single player games, posting and stuff like that. So go check it out. That's Superior FS Farming. We'll appreciate you over there. Did I hear Tubbs, that you had a square baler over there, or did you get rid of it?
I don't have a baler, no.
That's almost like being wrong.
Let's see, I looked at it. Nice new pickup. That was it for now. Yeah. Yeah, the pickup, Howie, I gave it a twirl. I did not like it.
Never mind of Howie, he loved it.
No, I did not like it. The usual setup like I've got here, Howie, with the trailers. I had 2 trailers. They were not loaded. And I was on Pacific Northwest, which, you know, this is my usual setup, is that dually right there with 2 trailers. And when I play with it on Pacific Northwest, if I had the trailers fully loaded, you could tell that it was struggling a little bit. Even tractors struggle. Well, that new pickup, that Scurlock, 2 trailers, nothing in them, brought me all the way down to like 9 miles an hour going up the hill. And then I pulled a couple of other things with it, and I was like, nope, I'm done with this thing. Yeah, Howie, I mean, the slot counts are high, honestly, but it's like I was telling Chris earlier today. We've contended with that with John Deere and made it work. So I had on Pacific Northwest, I had every piece of cloth equipment on there and was using it, just testing it out. I bought everything, plus the seeder, the plow, the cultivator, everything, fertilizing rig, and I still had about 300 slots left to put animals down or whatever I wanted to do there, and even some more buildings. And that's with all the 3 harvesters from Claas, 5 tractors from Claas, and the Jaguar, the corn silage harvester. So I don't know. I mean, to me it reminds me of John Deere. I mean, you just find you a map where the slot counts are not that high when you begin the map, and you can make it work. So I don't know. If you ended up with the whole map and you wanted to buy, several different tractors and place them in certain areas, like say Pacific Northwest, you'd have tractors down the hill, tractors up the hill, so you're not going back and forth or whatever. I could see where your slot counts would probably get eat up fairly quickly and be right at the verge of using them all. But I don't know. To me, it's not. It didn't weigh heavy on my heart, so. But I was I was very impressed with it.
Or if you start off a map with, 10 of every machine.
It had what?
If you start off a map with 10 of every machine.
Oh yeah. Yeah, give them a try, Howie. I think some of them will impress you. There's a medium-size wheel loader. It's not a huge wheel loader, but yet it's a little bit bigger than a front-end loader.
The Sinus?
Yeah, the Sinus is what it's called. Man, I fell in love with that thing because I can put the wheel loader bale fork that I like for the square bales, and I can lift, stack them 4 high real quick and move 4 bales at a time, and I fell in love with that thing. And matter of fact, it'll be my go-to from here on out. I was using that Massey Ferguson skid steer, but I really love that thing.
Yeah. Now, there's also the smaller version of it if you want the really nice yard run around.
Yeah.
Loader.
Yeah, the front loader, I tried it out, and you can put duals on the front, and it wasn't bad at all. But for around the farmyard and stuff, for lifting pallets and moving a few bales around here and there with a bale spike or a bale fork, yeah, it worked just fine. I liked it as well.
Like if you're giving cow, or the animals, they say a silage bale or a hay bale or something like that.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
yeah,
it's perfect. It's a fantastic little run around yard front loader. So.
Yeah, I was impressed with it. I really liked the DLC, and of course I've always said, for me it just another way of having a little more diversity, some other equipment that you can go to and use.
Like I said at the start of my my preview of it, that I like Class in general, right? The DLC, and I did. It's just the slot count was taking the fun over for me. But in saying that, I still will use it. In fact, I'm going to use it on this map as much as I can. Um, I do like it. It's well worth the money that it cost for that DLC, without a shadow of a doubt. I'd rather have this Kloss DLC than the Anderson DLC, which I would never use. To me, that there was just a waste of money on my behalf.
Yeah, I don't use Anderson, but then again,
Yeah,
it's like I've always said, the slot count don't give me heartburn anyway. I use John Deere all the time, so
well,
I've just learned how to work around it, and
yeah,
I double up on the equipment that I always use, and I know I use. The first one may have 40 slots, but the next one's only 2, and so it doesn't really give me any heartburn whatsoever.
like especially that large tractor, the first one, not the big 5000, the other one. Um, that starts off at 325 horsepower, which is a great, it's a good tractor, and like that goes up to something like 460 horsepower or something like so. If you were to buy 2 of those and just have one as 325 and one as 460, there's your 2 tractors for your farm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the second one is only 2 slots, so
yeah.
even if it's 40 slots, you've used 42 slots, and that's it.
Yeah.
But the big thing, the big kicker is you got to look at your map, because each map is different. So one map may only be 200 slots starting off from scratch, and then like when I started off with Pacific Northwest, it was nearly 500 in slots count when I started it. So that's going to be a big, something you got to look at and keep in mind.
Yeah. Plus another thing, people who say like that, like another out there, because you could say I was one of them also, where they're talking about 42 slots, right, for 2 tractors, and people are going like, yeah, well, you can get tractors for the same horsepower for 10, 11, 12 slots, and you have 3 for the same price as 2. And yeah, that's also true,
Yeah. Slots weren't a problem on Felsburn until I started what, Howie?
Right, guys, so that's done. Time to go get a baler.
Second farm up on the mountain and equipped it. Yep, that's definitely going to be an issue, when you're looking at slot counts. I agree. For sure.
Yeah, no, like, look, you have to use your common sense. If you like Kloss, go for it. If you like John Deere, go for it. Just look at your slot count and work around it. Yeah. Simple as that. Whereas, like, you could come along and say, like, well, why do 34 slots for a 140 horsepower tractor when for 19 you can get 1100 horsepower tractor in the big bud? That is also true, but if you're using a small map, you can't get that big bud. The very same as using a big map, you won't be getting a 140 horsepower tractor unless you're going to use it on your farm.
Yeah,
so
I agree.
It's just common sense. Look at the map, look at your slots, look at what you need, and go from there. Like, you don't have to have every Kloss tractor that's in the game. Like I said, if you go for the two of the big large ones, as you rightly put it, it's only 42 slots. You have 2 big massive tractors. One is 300 horsepower and one is 400 horsepower. I mean, and that there will give you an extra few slots in to play around with if you want the different tractors and like that. So.
Yeah.
Or if not, just don't use Kloss at all and keep doing what you're doing.
It's all up to you. Whatever you want to do.
Right. So that's
the beauty of it.
Let's have you try that big quadrant, didn't you, today?
The 4-wheel drive, yeah. The articulate.
No, the baler, the square baler.
Oh yeah, I love that thing. It's quiet too.
I haven't tried it, so you know, some what's it like the 7,000 to lease. I need to lease a harvester anyway, so I might as well go with it to try it out.
You've started on that
Now,
like a couple of weeks ago, so you could do cloths on it. Yeah, absolutely.
But I will say this, there is one piece of class equipment that I will be using on every map from here on in. And that is that 10-meter grass mower.
Yeah.
What you said today, it was as big as the Big M?
Big M. Oh yes, it's the same meter width as the Big M mower. Yeah. Yeah. 10 meters.
So it's a cheaper version of it. So.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
so
Howie, I agree. That's that's what I do. I just kind of pick the maps that I think that are going to work for me on this, the type of equipment I want, whether it be John Deere if I have an odd John Deere farm or all cloths, and then just roll with it.
Right, so here we go. A 230 horsepower baler being pulled by a 240 horsepower tractor.
That's what you got to do sometimes.
This will be good. Will the little Ford do it? Will it be like little Thomas the Tank Engine?
Save it.
I think I can, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
It's just like that, which Chris doesn't like it. I use it from time to time because I kind of like the old two-wheel style tractors, but the New Holland 6, I think it's T6 that came out, and it's two-wheel drive. That little sucker impresses me. It's only like 185 horsepower, but it'll pull things way beyond what its horsepower rating is. So I don't think they got the horsepower right, but I'll use it and put a front end loader on it, and I'll use it for my spraying tractor and then to do odd and end jobs around the farm. But it's like, I think, isn't it like 50 slots or something like that? Or 60?
What's that?
That New Holland T6 two-wheel drive?
Yeah, 56 slots.
56, yeah. Yeah, and I still use it, so just make it work.
How he goes, he saw that 10 meter more, waiting to try it out. Yeah, it's a fantastic piece of kit. Welcome Anthony Shortle to the channel. Welcome, how are we doing, mate? Slow down, Tommy, you're going too fast. I cannot take the speed. I can't handle it.
Time to make a run. Alright, here we go. This ought to be interesting.
Is it just me, or is the pickup on this baler not as wide as most of the other balers? I'm leaving quite a lot behind her.
That's what I was telling you earlier today. The pickup on it, it doesn't like seem like it has like a full swath or something on it.
Yeah, no,
you have to be directly over it.
Yeah, because I'm leaving a lot of stuff here.
Let's see. I really like the old Massey Ferguson 300 and 600 series. Oh gosh, yeah, on 17.
Yes.
I do too, Howie. That's I used it a lot. Just I get a little old map started, and just that's all I used was that equipment on there. I miss those really bad.
But I hate to say it, I don't think we're going to get a classic pack in 19. I really don't. With a year to go. I could be wrong.
Glitching real bad now all of a sudden.
I think 4D Modern, I think it's 4D Modern, he's supposed to have the Massey Ferguson 3000 pack Well, it's not in testing yet, but he's making it. So whether whether it's going to come for console, I don't know. If it's just going to be for PC, we'll have to wait and see. But he's the guy that he's also the guy that made the big baler, the big Heston baler. So.
Yeah, I hadn't heard. I just know I wish somebody would do it. I wish somebody would come out even with International Classic Pack or something. Some kind of Classic Pack. No more 4/6. I don't want no more of those.
Yeah, or 3-meter plows. 4-meter cultivators. Yeah. Howie goes, I agree, no Massey Ferguson pack for 19. Yeah, I don't think so, Howie. I agree with you, brother.
You never know. Hell, it'll probably come out right before 21 comes out.
Yeah.
Because there was some stuff that come out in 17 right before 19 come out.
Alien Jim's Mercury Farm. It had come out a month, maybe 2 months before 17 was finished and 19 started. So
I'm kind of ready for Sussex to come out.
Yeah. But then I haven't heard nothing about Sussex Farm for testing in console. Okay, he's still in the process of making it. But I mean, there's nothing.
I heard that it was in testing.
No, the last time I heard anything about it was he was still showing pictures of it being made. So.
Okay.
No, like I said, that was the last time I heard. That doesn't say he hasn't sent it in for testing.
Hey, come back here. Good job. Terrible, terrible workers. Leave you alone for 5 minutes. And what do? You leave a strip in the field.
Yeah, I wish Giants would get on that.
Among the many things.
Anthony shot up. No use. Oh no! Only use John Deere is for the win. No, only a few months left in 2020. You play on mobile. No, that's one thing I won't do. I won't play Farm Sim 20 on the mobile. Well, actually, no, it's on Switch. As bad as I am on console, Switch will kill me altogether. So, keep it here now. Let's go through some grass bales.
What a deal, what a deal. I don't have too much longer to finish up on this. This contract to be done. What is it showing? 79%. Golly, it's glitching bad.
Yeah, Howie, I got 176 bales, brother, off Welker Farms in cotton. It's a 924 acre plot of land now. That's what you get from the whole of Welker Farms. 179 bales is what I got off it. I'll post all the final figures on our community tomorrow when I get through to them.
Come on now, let's go.
Uh, that square builds how we. I made about 15 million in revenue by selling them, something like that.
Is that easy economy?
No. Yeah, no, sorry, it is. Yeah, easy economy. New farmer, and I think it's easy economy. Right? So it's not really that. It was the price of my bales at the time of selling was 4,500, which was the best. So. Yeah, so how we? Oh, I will say that is really good. It was if you were just doing it from the start, but like I was trying to see if I could make enough money to pay back what I actually had to spend to get that map ready, such as 70 million to buy the map, another 10 million in the likes of machinery, fertilizer, seed, lime, workers, and stuff like that. So 27 million in total. So with a 15 million revenue, I'm at a loss. So it would take you kind of 2 harvests of cotton to actually start to make any kind of a profit.
Hey, Bungie.
To make profit.
No, I really didn't like the new pickup. I tried it out. It didn't have the power that the current dually that we have in game. So, no, not really, Bungie. I didn't like it. I mean, it looks cool with the 4-wheel drive stuff and the things that you can do with it, but for me, I'm trying to. I use things that are going to be useful, you know, in my realism farming, and so it didn't sit well with me.
Yeah, that pickup, as far as I'm concerned, the only thing it's good for is if you're carrying the fuel bowser in the back of it.
Yeah, I wouldn't even use it for that.
I will say this though, that is one pickup you cannot turn over.
It's pretty hard to turn over, that's for sure.
Oh, we tried.
Yeah, I ran it off a cliff.
How it goes? Okay, yeah, I was going to say you'll have to do a second and maybe a third crop to come out. You would, Howie, definitely. So, based on like all the figures, which I'll post on the community more for you. And trust me, they're quite fascinating from how much fertilizer I use and how much it cost me, right up to how long it actually took. Like it took 20 hours with 4 workers to harvest the field. So I'll post all the figures tomorrow on the community wall, and so my next crop I'm going to attempt to find out what the yield is going to be and stuff like that is going to be soybeans. That's going to be the next crop to try on. So what I'm doing is I'm going through all the crops. So I'll start off with all the big money crops, right down to the shit ones such as potatoes and sugar beets. So at least we'll have a kind of a record of
take it up.
What kind of yield you would get from every crop if you were to go on one map and make it into one field. So every harvest from now on will be 924 acres. Well, trust me, it's so big and so time consuming because it took me 47 hours just to do one crop. I could turn it into a community multiplayer. Like 20 hours it took my 4 workers to harvest it, so it's not going to be an easy. Shadow. Do you know wombats only animal that poo out square poo? That's all I think of when you see you bailing. And why are you looking at wombats and shitting square shit? Are you going into wombat coffee?
I think I know who might try it. They already drink cat shit coffee.
When it comes to coffee, I will try anything once, twice, three times. Like myself and Becky and Shiloh, we meet up every Tuesday for a coffee, and my regular coffee every Tuesday is a triple espresso. So, and in the coffee shop where we go to get it, it's known as the heart attack.
No, I would imagine triple shot espresso.
Oh no, I like my coffee.
Yep, and one day it's gonna like you.
Oh no, it took me 3 days because it liked me so much.
I'll bet.
It was 3 days of painful. Let's put it that way.
Dualies on the new pickup stick out from under. Yeah, they do, Howie. And then you keep scrolling through it, and then it kicks it into a 4-wheel drive with a lift kit. And I don't even like that kind of mess. So yeah, I just really wasn't impressed with it, Howie. It's not my thing. I'm looking for functionality and work on the farm. No, unfortunately, Texas, they let them put those lift kits on them. I don't like them, but they do them. I forgot what the most they can do, but they can do it. So.
Yeah, Shiloh, cause it's funny to look at. Oh, coffee is life, painful. You didn't even leave the toilet seat. No, I didn't. I think I was afraid to. The map sounds so time consuming, you should hire 50 workers. I can't, that's just it. And it's 6, I think, in total, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see, can I get a last?
Yeah, ours is too, Howie, but like I said, just off the top of my head, I can't remember what the height requirement is. Because if they get too high, they can go higher if they want to, but they're considered off-road vehicles and they can't be run up on the highway or anything. So like kind of like dune buggies or whatever, they can take them on a beach or out in the sand dunes or out on a farm, mudding and stuff like that, but they can't be driven up on the highway like a registered vehicle.
Well, I will say that's one thing that that modder thought of, because it does have the off-road sitting on it.
Yeah.
So he thought of that.
But for me, it's just, I don't know. It's not no good use for me for what I do on here.
What is it? There's 3 standards. There's 3 settings in it. There's the off-road, the standard, and the workhorse. I think it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, that workhorse ain't much of a workhorse in my opinion. Even if somebody walked up and said, "Hey, do you want this for free?" I'd be like, "No, nope, don't want it."
Oh.
It'd be just target practice.
With your 50 millimeter gun, got it?
50 caliber. Yeah.
Yep. Oh.
Be a good demonstration vehicle.
I thought I had enough lying around to actually make a bale, and I don't. Because I hate to send this back with 28 litres in it, so. Oh well. I did try it, I suppose. Time to bring it back.
Oh, this is looking good. So Well, I was able to finish this contract. Almost. I got one more through.
It's a pity that these balers can't be like the cotton balers where you can actually unload the half-finished bale.
Yeah, that's the only thing, like problem-wise, that I see with the square baler. And then if you leave it in there, if you own it, whatever you got in there, if you start, like if it was straw, and then you start baling grass, that first one's going to be straw. It finishes out whatever's in there.
Rob Tubb farmers crops. I was only afraid he's not doing he's not doing bales at the moment.
What is it now?
You know, Shiloh said Rob Tubb farmers crops when I was looking for extra bales. And I was like, well, I was only afraid he's not doing grass. He's
Yeah, I hadn't even started grass. Plus, that'll get you shot over here in Texas.
Yeah. Like, rob a man's dog, I can bury in the mountains.
Well, I can breathe out of one nostril.
Yeah, with the finger in the other, stop yourself from leaking.
Nah, I use it for whistling.
Here, chef.
When I breathe in real deep, it makes this little sound. It's like, alright. It's like playing a harmonica.
Let's have some fun. Whose bright idea was for me not to which one is this? Bill Fox, that one. Not to do auto bailers anymore.
Yeah, you can blame yourself for that.
Was that you again, was it?
No, you had
Hey Dakota, welcome to the channel. How are we doing, mate? How is your day?
It's just a straight up epiphany that you had one day.
No, I'm telling you,
No. Go back and watch. I think it was episode 6. You jumped on. Everybody, I decided this is what I'm gonna do, and I was like, okay.
No, hold on here. You actually told me that off screen. You said that would be a good thing for you to do, and I went, oh, okay.
Yeah, and at the every end of rainbow there is gold. So, yeah, believe what you will. With a little leprechaun waiting to greet you, say, here's your little lucky pot of gold.
No, that's one thing with these leprechauns. They wouldn't give you a pot of gold to take yours. The one thing I don't like about this trailer that turns into a bale trailer is the central uprights.
Done.
Oh. We'll have fun with it all the same.
How much was in there? 5,700, that's not bad. Okay. Let's see what we can do now. 5,700. Well, we got over 20,000.
Right, guys,
so.
I'm warning you all right now, okay, when you're watching. Watching me do these bales is not going to be nice, it's not going to be tidy, it's not going to be sweet, and it's going to be painful to watch. Right? You've all been warned.
Yeah, you have to have a pot of gold before they can take it. Ain't that the truth, Howie? Yep. Me finding a pot of gold would be like me winning the lottery. They say, I was reading an article about the lottery here in Texas, and they were saying statistically you have a better chance of being struck by lightning before winning the lottery. And I was like, oh, hell. If that's the case, I don't want either one of them then, if that's the way it works.
No, you cannot be goddamn. I had to bite my tongue there.
Yeah, the bleeper's not working, so you gotta be careful.
No,
I wasn't ready to go beep for the PG.
Are you goddamn shitting me?
Sounds like we got a problem. Houston, we have a problem.
No, no, it's okay. It's okay.
So you threw
They're
a fit for nothing?
They're invisible. It's alright. So when you
Oh, they
turn it
say
into
the same thing there. Yeah.
So when you turn it into a bale trailer, the central uprights turn invisible. So that's okay.
Interesting.
I was getting angry because I thought the bales were actually bigger than the openings.
Hmm.
But I apologize. I apologize to everybody who's not watching.
Yeah, it's because you have to give me a heads up so I can go beep, beep, beep.
What? I'm Irish. We don't believe in that beep beep. That's the reversing the signal in the car.
I know you're Irish. I don't believe in anything except drinking and fighting.
Making the enemy bleed.
Yeah, making the enemy bleed. Yeah. Okay, contract finished. $17,000 bonus, $8,000 contract. I'll take it. That will work for me.
For that.
Okay. Get this back up to the farmyard.
If she sits, she fits. Squeeze it in. You can't park them bales. Now, I just hope I'm picking up all the hay bales first and not hay and grass at the same time. Oh, this is gonna
Get
be
them
painful.
mixed up or something.
Yeah, this is going to be painful. I'm blaming you for this. Just thought I'd let you know, right?
Not my fault.
Well, you're saying that now. So, by the time I finish with it, I'll have you convinced.
You cannot make an Irishman do anything he doesn't want to do. Rule number 32.
Unless you're an Irish woman.
Yeah, I don't even think it works like that either.
Oh no, trust me, it does.
It does. Well, if it's your mama, yeah, I could understand.
No, there's no way. No. It's any Irish woman.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
The only time an Irish woman is not dangerous is when she's asleep.
Mm.
Like, never leave an Irish woman alone in the kitchen.
Well, doesn't sound good. Sounds like I've been on some of those calls. Oh, come on, you was going nice and straight back in there like I want. There you go. Man, you know what? I'm fixing to call it good enough. What? Get out of there.
I don't know about that. Shiloh said she has a knife under the pillow. Oh, well, I know someone who sleeps with a gun under the pillow, gun in the press, gun in the cupboard, gun in the claw closet, gun in his boots.
Yeah. It happens.
He probably has a gun in the kids' school bags.
No, we don't do that. That's illegal.
In the lunch boxes.
No, that's illegal.
Looks like you're going to be loading bales for... Oh, trust me, Howie, that's not going to happen. As soon as this stream is over, I'm going to sneak in a auto baler.
Well, it won't be much longer because I'm fixing to jump off. Okay. Alright. Wash this up. Yeah, you done a mighty fine job, Mr. Fenton.
Thank you. I think.
What? Was talking to the combine?
Yeah, and he was talking back to you. That's what I said. If he could talk back to you, that's what he probably said to you.
He said I'd be thanking
Thank
you.
Yeah, this ain't going to be good. I'm not going to get a whole lot of bills on this trailer. Note to self. So no one else know about it. When the stream is over, get an automobile trailer. Just leave this trailer in the field so people think that you're loading it by hand.
No, they'll be too straight. I'll know.
I don't know, maybe the leprechauns might come and fix them up for me.
Okay, folks, this is where I'm going to call it. First and foremost,
what the hell is going on?
Thank you, Rockin' J, for jumping in here. Tim, appreciate you being here. Bungie Landon, thanks for coming in. Thank you for the likes, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the stream tonight. We did okay. I thought we were going to start a little earlier, so we didn't get to go quite as long as what we normally do. But thank y'all for being here. My name is Tubb Farmer. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. And make sure to join us tomorrow. My farm partner that's with me, go check out his channel. He's Chris Larkin. And make sure to hit the like and subscribe button for him also. We are a team partners here. We do this most every night that we can, with the exception of every now and then work or family, which comes first for us. So this is just what we do for fun. But again, thank you for joining us tonight. And from myself, y'all have a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, guys, so big shout out to Julian Hall for joining us earlier on also, guys, so go check him out. He's another YouTuber. He's Julian Hall from the FS19 Consultant for Consoles. Also, big shout out to Mr. Howie, Mr. Tim as always. Also to Anthony Shortle, who joined in tonight with a couple of chats, appreciate it. Also a big shout out to Dakota Bogue for joining in, I appreciate that also, buddy. Like I said with Howie goes cheat, no autoloader. Shiloh and bye Tubbs.
Bye, Shiloh. Thanks for tuning in.
So guys, as Tubb Farmer said earlier on, okay, we do appreciate you. We're not professional YouTubers by any chance. We do this because we love the game. So if this is the kind of let's play you like, watching two idiots like ourselves trying to farm, because we don't pre-record videos, time lapse or jump cut, what you see is what you get. Me making a mess of building at the moment is a fine example of that. So guys, with that being said, go check out our channels. Okay, mine is Chris Larkin, his is Tubb Farmer. Hit that like button, smash those subscribe buttons. Also hit that notification bell, it will let you know when we're back up running again. Also, if you're feeling really generous, hit that share button. Tell your friends about us, we would appreciate it. Also, go over and check out our community, guys. It's Superior FS Farming for PS4 console players. We would love to have you. We have 31 like-minded members, all playing single players and multiplayers. They're always posting. We would love to have you over there. So with that being said, until tomorrow night for episode 9 on Lowing Oak, from myself, Chris Larkin, from Hip Tubb Farmer, we're going to leave you how we leave you. On this channel, when things go wrong, well, when things go right, it wasn't us. When things go wrong, it was those Pringles stealing, Jaffa Cake eating,
Reese's Pieces taken.
Reese's Pieces taking leprechauns. Until tomorrow night, guys. Adios, muchachos.
Good night, everybody. See you tomorrow.